It's still loading. Okay, now at the bottom you see an arrow in the box pointing up. The arrow in the box pointing. Click on it. Okay, so click on entire screen. Entire screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So select that screen that is showing.
This one.
Yes, then click on share at the bottom. Wait, supposed to also share system audio so that they will hear the video when it's playing. So stop sharing. Click on stop. So click on that box again with the arrow. Select entire screen. Okay, entire screen. So at the bottom you will see also share system audio. Check it at the bottom. You will see something towards the left. Yes, check it. Select that screen. You have not selected the entire screen inside. Click on it. So now click share. So your entire screen is showing now. So you want the video to play first, right? So go
Yes.
to where the video is. Go to where the video is.
Yes.
Click on it. Let it pop up.
Then when I finish it, what
Start
do I do
playing.
next?
So once it has finished, you pause it
But you know, the
and
other
go
time there
straight.
was a way that we minimized it in such a way that it wasn't my entire screen that I was sharing. I can't remember what we did.
Okay, go back to YouTube. Stop sharing. Click on stop sharing. Go back to the YouTube. Okay. Click on the share button again. No. The share button.
Should I click window?
Okay, click on window. Let's. Yeah, this is it. It's window. So you can see the video. But I can't see your slide among these windows. I only see your video, your live stream to WhatsApp. Can you scroll down? Is this scrollable? Can you scroll down? Check if your slide is still open in that Microsoft Edge.
Yes,
Click
is
on
there.
it. It's still open. Okay, so go back to the Chrome.
I've seen it now.
Okay. So this is this window now. Once you are done with the video, you force it, stop sharing, then you come back to this same window, you select your slide. So go back to that slide. Let me show you how to make the slide to fit the screen. Go back to the slide,
Sorry,
not to
can
the
we take
sharing
it
part.
one by one? So once we start, I should be able to welcome them before I play the intro.
Yes.
I'm so confused,
So
Mr.
you
Victor.
can cancel. You can cancel. Click on cancel first.
Cancel.
Yes.
So
So
anything
now
I want to
click the
share,
play.
I click here.
Yes.
Then I go to Windows. Then I
Yeah.
play this one. Then I share it.
No, before you share it, you have to put on the video so that they can also hear the sound. So stop sharing first.
Hey,
Click on
God.
stop sharing.
Okay.
Click on the share again.
Yeah.
Click on Windows. Yes, click on the Windows.
Okay.
Click on the video. Where's the video? Did you close it? Video is not showing on this side.
But this
Open
is
the
it.
video directly. Yeah, open it. Click on let it open. And now go back to the Chrome. No, don't minimize it. Don't minimize it. Leave it open like that. Then go back to Chrome. So go back to Chrome directly.
Okay.
So when you select, click on it.
So once
Then check that box that says.
eh?
Once you select the video, you have to check that box that says also share system audio
Yeah.
before you click on share.
Okay. Then when I share it, when e finish playing, when e finish playing,
Parenting and child development
when e
When you
finish
finish
playing, I
playing,
close it
you
here,
click.
right?
with confidence,
No,
purpose,
no,
and
no. You click on
impact
stop sharing.
beyond this progress.
Okay, I
We are
click on
currently
stop
Click on stop
sharing.
sharing.
the inner circular
Yes.
a 1 year immersive experience.
Then what do I do next? I now come back to Chrome.
You come back to share. No, 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 no. Have you stopped sharing?
Yes, I stop sharing. Then I come back to share
Okay, so
and then pick my
yes, share.
pick my
Slide.
my slide. If I
Yes.
pick my slide, then I click on share. But I won't be
Yes,
seeing
and
myself.
yes, you cannot see yourself. YouTube does not allow you to see yourself, but those that are viewing you, they are seeing you.
But the last time I was seeing myself.
I think the last time you used to, you can remember, we're telling you that it's only Zoom that can allow you to see yourself. YouTube does not allow you to see yourself.
Okay.
I think it connected with another device to actually see how it looked like.
Okay. So
So if you look at the top, beside that one at the top, you will see a box with two arrows inside. Click on it. At the top where you have one in a box. Before it, there's a box with two arrows inside. Can you click on that box? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know the arrow you're talking of.
Just look up where you have one of 26 above at the top,
Yes.
just above the head. Before that one inside that box, there's another little box with two dots inside. Click on that box. So this has made it to fit and it's more presentable. So all you have
Okay.
to do is you can either use your arrow down key on your keyboard or left to navigate.
It's not going on.
Tap inside. Mhm. So tap on it. Is that the arrow key you are using?
Eh.
Okay, so it's better to use it to navigate. So can you quickly run through everything again before you post that link? Because you're not going to end this live again. This is where they are coming to join you.
Okay. So I come back to Chrome.
No, no, just press stop. You have to stop sharing. You're still sharing. Always remember to stop sharing.
Okay. Then
Wait, oh,
I
is the Zoom stop sharing that you went and stop? I cannot see your screen again. I was telling you to stop sharing your YouTube screen, not the. So you have to share your screen again on Zoom.
okay.
You have not started sharing your screen.
It's not, I'm not seeing it. So I need to close everything to see what I'm doing.
Wow.
Hey.
If you look at the bottom, can you see Zoom at the bottom?
I've done it. Then
I can see your screen.
can you see me now?
Yes, I can see your screen now.
So I go back here. But before I go back here, I open the video. I open the slide. Where is the slide again? Edge. Okay. So everything is open. Then I go back here. Then when I do this, I share the I share the video. When I finish,
Remember to select that box.
when I finish, I stop sharing and I return here. I go again.
Yes.
I share the slide this time. And when I finish, I stop sharing. Okay, this was what
Stop
I.
sharing, yes. And remember, in between that time you are moving, you'll be saying something so that everybody will be engaged. While you are talking, you are moving, you are navigating the whole this thing.
So I should
So
share the link
share the
now.
link. Yes, share it now so that I can also join and see how it looks like.
Okay, so I should share with you first, Abby.
Yes, share with me first so that I can go over it again. Let me see how it appears and let me see how everything looks like.
Ah, it's well. I sent it to you.
Okay. So I'm going to mute my Zoom so that I can be hearing you from YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm already there, so you can start the whole this thing again.
Yeah, so you can hear me. Can you hear me on YouTube?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So this is it. And here I share, I go here, I on this and I share. When I finish, I click stop sharing. Then I come here
Hear the
again.
video. See, play that video at least a little. Let me see if I can hear the sound.
Where parents are partnered with, nurtured, and mentored to consistently and intentionally raise children of influence and excellence. Favor Moses brings a rare blend of academic depth, personal expertise, and lived experience to her work. She holds a background in education management and planning and a master's degree in international education and development from the University
Is
of
that okay?
Sussex, United Kingdom. Combined with her exposure with
Is that okay? Mr. Victor, can you hear it? Mr. Victor, can you hear me?
No, ma, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What happened? Hello?
Hello, ma, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What happened?
My network threw me out.
So did you hear the video when I played it? Right. Mr. Victor, answer now.
Yeah, I said my
Mommy, we're having network issues. And then the link. I'll send you the real one now. Yeah. Chichi, the first link is not working. I think the time was scheduled wrongly. I don't know. This is the new link. I've been live trying to sort it. Please, reshare on all the communities. I will share to my broadcast now. Please. Mr. Victor, can you unmute and speak? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. When I played that video, did you hear it? Because I've sent out the link. Yeah, when I played that video, did you hear it? Because I've sent out the link. They will soon start joining. Okay. All right. So I can stop sharing here. Yes, I'm still live. Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. Yeah. Broadcast. Technical issues. Hello. Hello. You're welcome, everyone, to the live. Let us know where you're joining us from. And let me know if I can be seen and I can be heard. We're sorry we had a technical issue that affected us. We had to reset the link. Yeah, sorry for being can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me, please. We're trying to share the new link because the previous one there was technical issues. Hello, can you all hear me? Hello, Vicky from Enugu. Thanks for joining us today. You're welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. And we're going to be starting just shortly. You're all welcome. Oluwadara Similafui. Hello, ma. Welcome. Inspiring Boys TV. Hello, welcome. You're all welcome to our town hall meeting this evening. We're going to be kicking off just about 2 more minutes so that the new link gets to everyone. Yes, we had a previous link that was not going through, so we had to just come up with a new one just a few minutes ago to be able to, yes, beat the technical issue. I'm happy to have you here too, Victoria. I'm happy to have you here. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Yes. Welcome and let us know where you're joining us from. We're going to be kicking off with the introduction immediately. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We had a technical issue with our link. The previous one we had set up, and that is the one we had shared. Hello, precious Mama Enwezo from Lagos. Good to have you on the stream, ma. Welcome. Hello, good evening, Lillian. You're welcome to the stream. Yes, we are going to Ayodeji Tosin, you're welcome. Happiness Osiago, you're welcome. Yes, so sorry we are a bit late. Yeah, we had a bit of an issue with our link, but now it's all sorted and we are starting now. We're going to be starting with just a brief introduction. Yes, so that you know your presenter. Yes, you're all welcome. I'm glad to have you all here.
Favor Moses stands as a leading voice in intentional parenting and child development, passionately driven by the conviction that every child carries a unique genius waiting to be discovered and nurtured. She is the visionary founder of the Genius Child Academy, a transformative platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and launching the genius in every child without exception. Favor firmly rejects the idea that genius is reserved for a special few. Instead, she insists that there is a genius in every child and that the responsibility of the parents is not accidental or instinctive alone, but intentional, structured, and skill-driven. Through the Genius Child Academy Parenting Framework, she introduces parents to clear systems, structures, and skills that equip them to raise world changers, leaders, innovators, and problem solvers who will thrive in a rapidly evolving world. At the heart of the Genius Child Academy is the deeply holistic and well-rounded approach to parenting. One that builds parents from the inside out while empowering them to intentionally nurture their children mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, and psychologically. Favor teaches that parenting is not about control or perfection, but about awareness, connection, and the power of words in shaping a child's identity, confidence, and destiny. Favor Moses is a prolific author of several best-selling parenting resources that have transformed thousands of homes. Her works include 100 Things Not to Say to Your Child and its accompanying workbook, 100 Things Not to Think of Your Child, 100 Things Not to Do to Your Child, activity books ages 1 to 7, designed to replace screen time with purposeful, brain-stimulating engagements that helps children think, create, and grow into their genius. In addition, she has developed practical toolkits, guides, and materials, such as the Family Bonding Toolkit, which helps families reconnect, build strong emotional bonds, and create meaningful shared experiences in an increasingly distracted world. The Genius Child Academy is home to a vibrant and thriving global community of parents known as the Genius Community, a safe, supportive, and purpose-driven space where parents learn, unlearn, and relate together. Central to this ecosystem are 3 flagship programs that help the academy truly comprehensive. 1. Reset, Renew, and Rebuild. This foundational program focuses on parents. It helps them reset limiting beliefs, trace patterns from their own upbringing, heal unresolved experiences, and rebuild themselves intentionally, because Favor teaches that you cannot raise a whole child with a broken inner framework. 2. Discovering your genius. This program shifts the lens to the child. Parents are guided to deeply understand their child's strengths, learning styles, temperament, personality, interests, and innate abilities, unlocking clarity on who the child truly is beyond comparisons and societal pressures. 3. Launching your genius. Here, parents are equipped with tools, platforms, environment, skills, and knowledge required to intentionally release and position their child's discovered genius into the world with confidence, purpose, and impact. Beyond these programs, the Academy also offers the Inner Circle and the Genius Hub, a 1-year immersive experience where parents are partnered with, nurtured, and mentored to consistently and intentionally raise children of influence and excellence. Favor Moses brings a rare blend of academic depth, personal expertise, and lived experience to her work. She holds a background in education management and planning and a master's degree in international education and development from the University of Sussex, United Kingdom. Combined with her exposure, research, and hands-on parenting journey as a mother of 3, her teachings are both practical and deeply transformative. Gracefully balancing her personal and professional life, Favor is a devoted wife to her husband, Moses Onyemola, and a present intentional mother who practices what she teaches. She seamlessly navigates family life, dedicating her time to teaching, equipping parents, writing, creating tools, problem solving, and building systems to support families globally. Through her books, programs, toolkits, and thriving communities, Favor Moses continues to redefine parenting, championing a new generation of intentional parents who are equipped to raise confident, resilient, a purpose-driven, and intentional children. through geniuses prepared to change their world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our time to welcome our genius.
Hello. Yes, welcome. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know where you're joining us from. We are glad to have you here. I can see every one of you. Mama Enwezo from Lagos, I can see you. Simi Lafui, I can see you. Inspiring Boys TV, I can see you. Ayodeji Tosin, I can see you. Lillian, I can see you. Happiness, I can see you. Felix Enwezo, Reverend Major Felix Akachuku Enwezo, I can see you from Lagos. Yes, I can see you. Tell us where you're joining us from. Welcome to our town hall meeting, the first parenting town hall meeting. And today we are about to begin. Every word, can you all see me? Confirm if I can be seen and if I can be heard. Hello? Hello, I'm just trying to open my slide. Can you see me? And can you hear me? Confirm if I can be seen if I can be heard. Yes, we are beginning with this. Every word and interaction a child hears and experiences repeatedly becomes a belief they carry about themselves. Every word and interaction a child hears and experiences repeatedly becomes a belief they carry about themselves. Yes. So today we are having our town hall meeting and we are going to be asking ourselves 12 important questions. 12 important questions that the answers can awaken or kill the genius in our child. Every child is born with potential. Communication decides whether it awakens or shuts down. We're going to be asking these questions and we're going to be having answers to these questions. This program is brought to you by the Genius Child Academy. Like our intro video has already taken us through. So we are going to be diving straight in. Today, if you stay to the end, you will learn how to one, reset, which is to break out of fixed parenting patterns by reevaluating daily routines that may no longer serve your child, identifying reactions you repeat even when they don't work, and recognizing external influences quietly shaping your home, questioning inherited parenting beliefs that need updating. As we can affirm, our phones, our gadgets, everything thrives on updates. Even human relationship, we are constantly updating. We are constantly, taking out what is not working. And but parenting seems to be one area of our lives that we just continue what we have been passed down to. Today, we are going to change that narrative. Renew we renew by refreshing our mindset, emotions, and approaches, by reframing struggles as part of our child's learning process and learning how to pause instead of reacting, creating simple daily rituals that strengthen connection, shifting our focus from weaknesses to our child's strengths. And we rebuild by creating a parenting model that awakens our child's genius, designing an emotional environment our child will remember with safety and warmth, and building one consistent habit that transforms our home atmosphere, redefining discipline as guidance rooted in trust, not fear, identifying the support that we need as parents to parent with confidence instead of guilt. So, we're going to be looking at 12 very important questions. If any of these questions have been a challenge for you, then this exercise is important to you. If you have paused, hesitated, or felt unsure answering any of these questions, then the exercise is also for you. And if these questions expose areas you've been avoiding, then you need this exercise. There are three phases every parent needs to check to become better parents. And that first phase is the reset phase. And we are taking a moment to reflect and answer these questions honestly. The goal is awareness, not perfection. The goal is awareness, not perfection. Now, one, if your child could redesign your home routine, what would they remove first? I'm going to be looking at the comment section. If your child could redesign your home routine, what would they remove first? I would be looking at our comment section. I want to know what you think, your answers. I would like to get your responses in the chat box in the comment section. If your child could redesign your home routine, what would they remove first? Babatunde Turayo says shouting. Shouting. The child would remove shouting. Yes, I'm waiting for more responses. I want you to type in the comment section. It's a very it's a town hall meeting, and in town hall meetings we meet, we talk. Yes, somebody said harshness. Felix Enwezo said harshness. If your child could redesign your home routine, what would they remove first? I was talking to someone today in church, and I tried to explain to this person, I said, have you discovered how understanding you are with adults? But adults do not even need as much understanding as children would need, because an adult already has their brain completely developed, already understands the world. But we expect certain understanding from our children, whom until age 10 do not even have about 70% of their brain fully developed. They are still trying to understand the world. So if we are disappointed, we shout at them and we are harsh towards them because we feel that they are not meeting up to expectations, they are falling below standards and all that. But if we're able to understand that this is a child and we treat them as children, we are able to be more patient. Yes, Felix Enwezo says communication lapse. Communication lapse. And when Precious Enwezo says yelling. Yelling. I'm waiting for your responses in the chat box. The question is, if your child could redesign your home routine is what happens from morning till night every day. So from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, through the activities of the day, what can you think about one thing that your child would remove if it is in their power to design what happens in your home? Yes. And an example reflection could be the rushed mornings that leaves no time to connect. Christiana Jumbo said flogging. The rushed mornings that leaves no time to connect. Many times, have we noticed how we wake our children from sleep and how we rush them? Because they need to go to school, we need to go to work, life needs to happen. The moment we are waking our children up from school, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You have slept enough. How long are you going to sleep? If I don't wake you up, you will not wake up. Now, science has it that the first 5 minutes after a child wakes up is very important and sets the tone of the day for the child. There is something that happens in the brain and in the child's body that sets that child, if that child will succeed for that day or fail for that day. Now, That is why we have children who are going to school, they are nervous, they are scared, they are unsettled. Now, what would rather happen would be to wake your child up, give your child a hug. You can pray over that child, you can declare over that child, good morning. Even if there is no time, you are giving the child's brain the right start for the day. Many times we are wondering our child is not doing well in school. Our child is not doing well. Our child is distracted. Our child is, things will fall from their hands. They easily spill things. They are messing things up. But we don't understand the little practices. Yelling a child from sleep. So immediately that happens, there are hormones that are released to the brain that says that there is no safety, there is danger. Just the same way you would hear an alarm saying that there is war, the country is at war. Imagine that there is an announcement saying that the country has been taken over and there is war. What do you think will happen? That is what we do to our children every morning. We wake them up in a particular way. And then during those preparations, for school, for church, depending on what you're preparing for, when the process goes and there is a lot of shouting, a lot of blame, and less of patience, their body absorbs all that pressure. That by the time they settle in the class, they are looking at the teacher but cannot understand a thing. Because at this time, the flight, the freeze mode, the brain is in a survival mode. And any child whose brain is in a survival mode cannot learn. Do we want to raise children who become less of themselves, or do we want to raise children who would become creators, who would become innovators, who would become change agents because their mornings were right? The next question we are going to be looking at is, what parenting response do you keep repeating even though you know it no longer works? What parenting response do you keep repeating even though you know it no longer works? What parenting response do you keep repeating? Hello, Princess Vivian Sunday. Hello, nice to have you here. Yes, can you type in the comment section, what parenting response do you keep repeating even though you know it no longer works? We go to bed with will I say guilt, and we are just thinking, the way today went, the way I beat this child, the way I shouted on this child, oh my god, tomorrow is going to be better. And then by tomorrow, everything happens again. In fact, worse than what happened the previous day. Tell us in the comment section, what parenting response do you keep repeating even though you know it no longer works? We are here to be better and to do better, not even just for our children, but even for ourselves. The thing is, a time is going to come when our legs and our hands can no longer carry us, and we will be depending on these same children to be able to have a better life. I want to ask everyone here a question. If you were given the son or daughter of Trump, the president of America, to take care of, and you are told, raise this child, because this child will become the next president of America, the world's most powerful nation. How will you raise that child? Will you call that child names? Will you treat that child as a non-entity? Many times we actually treat our children in the ways we treat them because we do not understand that there is greatness in them. If we see the president in our child, if we see the change maker, the innovator in our child, if we see the Messiah in our child, then we will not treat them carelessly. We will treat them with respect. We will treat them with honor. Even children can be respected. When we speak to our child carelessly, shout to them in public and all of that, we are eroding their confidence and taking away from them those things that God had put in them to make them stand out in their world. The Bible says that a wise woman builds her home, but a foolish one with her hands tears it down. We are here to identify the ways that we can reset, we can renew, and we can rebuild. The question now is, what parenting response do you keep repeating, even though you know it no longer works? Princess Vivian Sunday says, shouting is not working again. Now, something that happens. Have we ever wondered why we shout on these children, but nothing changes? We even beat them. And yet they keep doing the same thing. That is because there is discipline that works. What we call you, we say we want to discipline our children. I was talking to someone someday because the person was arguing with me. The person said, why won't you beat a child and all of that? And I said to the person, beating the child is violence. I understand that from Africa, where we come from, we have certain understanding. I asked the person, I said, your husband doesn't do things very correctly, right? Even my husband, even me. Does he beat me? Can you beat your husband? A soldier can molest you. Can you beat him? You cannot. Rather, you want to reason with the adult. I said, but children don't even have their brains completely developed as much as the adults. So if you would reason with an adult who is not doing correctly, why do we believe that we cannot be able to get our children to reason and think? The thing is, with raising our children with fear, is that they can comply, but they are doing that thing while you are there. And that is why it looks like once our children is no longer where we are, they are wide. Why? Because they didn't become, they only complied. They only tried to play along out of fear. So fear-based parenting does not make the child to become who that child needs to be. That whether you are there or not, the child is able to make the right decisions. Yes, I'm looking at John Afonso Lillian says yelling. We're asking the question, what parenting response do you keep repeating even though you know it no longer works? Precious Enwezo says silent treatment is no longer working. Felix Enwezo says, I'm trying to curtail shouting. I'm trying to curtail shouting. So, an example reflection is yelling when my child does not understand something. We discover that many times when we have to yell and shout, it is because we got out of patience. It is not really about the child. It is about us. We are no longer patient. We have unrealistic expectations. You see certain parents yelling at a 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4 year old. You're shouting, why can't you get anything right at your age? Look at what you're doing, and things like that. That is because we do not understand childhood. We do not understand what is obtainable with children, the expectations we should have of our children. When we understand it, we are able to adjust ourselves better. We are going quickly to question 3. Which external influence, screens, comparisons, pressure, noise, has quietly taken more space in your home than you intended? Which external influence? So many homes, you see children are on screens, they are watching cartoons. Parents have learned that, give the child the screen, they will be able to just be there so that I can do this or do that. Which external influence has quietly taken more space in your home than you intended? So you're just looking, you know that your child spends more time with their tablets in front of the television. You know that your child gets more of comparison. If you do 100 communications in your child, 80% is about pointing them to that person that is doing better, that child that is doing well, what they are not doing well. Can we evaluate our communications? So if we say 1,000 words or 100 words to our children in a day, majority of them, what are they? Are they positive words? Like, I notice you did this. This is good. Or are they negative words? We discover that, we shout our children and they go to school. By the time they come back, we are shouting, they haven't done their homework, they haven't done this. By the time it's time to go to bed, we are shouting about something and they go to bed. The next morning, we shout them up from sleep. So if the words we speak is who our child would become, who have we programmed that child to become? Through what we are saying. We're asking this question: which external influence, screens, comparison, pressure has quietly taken more space in our homes than we intended? And I would like to see your comments in the comment section. Which external influences is what is not you, what is not coming from you or your spouse. It could even be the neighbor, it could be the internet, it could be the world. Which external influence has quietly taken more space in your home than you intended? I want to see in the comment section. Is it screens? Is it comparison? Is it pressure? So many children are under pressure. Under pressure. Some of us, the pressures that we are putting on our children, we cannot even cope with it ourselves, even as adults who have completely developed and have seen the world. What is taking up more space than we intended? I'm waiting to see our responses in the comment section. Screaming, comparison, comparison. Vivian Sunday says pressure and noise, pressure and noise, pressure and noise. Babatunde says comparison, comparison. Felix Enwezo says screaming. An example reflection is too much screen time or background distractions. We discovered that a lot of children spend time in front of the screen. So it looks like the screen is actually parenting our children now because we are looking for certain relief. Question 4 says, what belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? Please keep these responses coming. At the end of this webinar, we are going to be sharing a guide that has answers to this question. Yes. What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? We're looking at the comments. Reporting to someone. Yes, a lot of parents believe that they need to report their children to someone. Now, I want to ask you, even as an adult, do you get happy when you are reported, when somebody reports you to another person, especially somebody you respect, somebody you fear, somebody that you wouldn't want to hear, you wouldn't want them to hear something bad about you? But we report our children, you know, in such a way that they cannot even move freely. Their confidence is eroded. What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are now questioning? We are looking at the comment section. What belief? Please keep your responses, coming. Silence. Yes. That flogging is very important for correction. That flogging is very important for correction. Yes. Felix Enwezo says that he believed that flogging was very important for correction. So why pain and fear can actually get children to comply? The thing that happens is that trust breaks. Trust breaks. So you get that child to fear you, you get that child to comply with your rules, but you lose the trust of the child. The child cannot trust you. And that is why these children grow and you are asking them, why can't you talk to me? Why can't you share with me? Because very early, something spoiled while we meant well. So when we understand that trust is very important, to have children who can open their world to us, because the world children live in is different from the world we live in. So many of us that have little children, You come and there is mess on the wall, mess on the floor, their toys are scattered and everything. I want to tell you, enjoy the moment. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if you keep a thing, it is going to remain like that. Your children would have left the home to start their own lives. But the question is, what story about your home would they tell? If your children are asked today to tell a story about their home, what would that story be? Would it be a story of laughter and connection? Would it be a story of love, presence, or would it be a story of fear, doubt? That is the importance of the exercise we are doing today. Precious Enwezo says, shouting the child down. Shouting the child down. What belief about parenting did you inherit that you are questioning now? An example reflection is that strict punishment motivates learning more than guidance and encouragement. That strict punishment motivates learning more than guidance and encouragement. We are going to be going quickly to renew. To renew is to refresh mindsets, emotions, and approach. Now that you see where reset is needed, let's refresh our mindset and approach. The first question we are going to be asking is, what would change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? What would change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? Can we drop our responses? Can we type our responses? What would change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? What would change in your home if you truly believe that your child is learning even on hard days? We are waiting for your responses. What would change? What would change? What would change? What would change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? What would change? I'm waiting for your responses in the comment section. Can you let us know? What will change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? Precious Enwezo says, my countenance will change from rage to compassion. I think she wants to say compassion. Felix Enwezo says, love and trust. Iberiyo Dav David says, a lot of shouting. What will change in your home if you truly believed your child is learning even on hard days? There are hard days. You have said a thing, this child is not getting it, you are frustrated. What can change? If you look at it and say, my child is learning. Many times when we lose our patience with our children, we say things like, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. I want to say to you, Master, your child is not trying to give you a hard time. They are having a hard time themselves. Even as an adult who is working in an office, who is pastoring, you have difficulties. Who is lecturing, who is doing business. You see a business, you have thought, you have sat down, you have thought, what am I going to do? What do I need to put into this business? And as an adult, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, you have a mix of experience, exposure, network, and relationship. Your child that is just 3, 4 has all the emotions you feel as an adult in their little body, but they don't have what it takes to express it. So when you see your 2-year-old rolling on the ground, shouting and kicking their legs. What would change if you truly believed that my child is learning? My child is trying to figure the world out. My child is trying to understand what is going on. Not this child is trying to frustrate me. What will change? Baba Tunde says rest of mind. She says happiness, rest of mind. Because that thought that these children are out to frustrate me, these children upon everything, they don't want this, they don't want that, everything I say they don't want to hear. Parents, do we know that every child has a learning style? That there are children that are visual learners. If your child is a visual learner, no matter how long you say a thing, they would never be able to internalize it. Internalization is the brain. As adults, we forget things. We say, hey, it didn't come to my mind. Hey, it escaped my memory. But what do you think happens to children? You say, I've been telling you. In fact, science has it that you have to repeat something, I think 12 times every day for a period of 7 years for your child to be able to remember and not forget it. So, as a parent, you are an Indaboski repeater. Repeating is a skill that you have to learn. You repeat patiently, calmly. I've told you before, this is what we do, and this is why we do it. Because when children understand why they should do what we're asking them to do, their brain would connect the effect or the consequence of their actions to the demand. But when you're telling a child, do a thing, and they don't know why it should be done, their brain will easily forget it because there was nothing attached. My son, every time we're riding in the car, he doesn't want to use his seatbelt. He's standing. And my husband will, Bobo, sit down, Bobo, sit down, Bobo, sit down. And my husband will be getting upset. One day I said to him, I said, Emmanuel, do you know that when we have an accident, everybody is going to die? Do you want everybody to die? Mommy, daddy, Emmanuel to die in an accident? And he said, no, mama. And I said to him, when you are not sitting, when you are standing in the car, you can distract daddy that is driving. And daddy can run into another car or into a tree. And then that accident that you wouldn't want to happen happens. That was the last time we had to tell him to sit down. So the moment he starts trying not to sit down, removing his seatbelt, I said to him, Emmanuel, remember that your standing while the car is moving can distract your daddy and he will complete and there will be an accident. When children understand the reason for certain instructions, they are able to link their actions with the consequences or the results. But what we do most times is that we want these children to just do what we say. But these children are thinking. Can I be heard? Can I be heard or seen? Okay, okay, okay. Now, an example reflection. An example reflection would be mistakes would feel like opportunities, not failures. So mistakes would feel like a time to teach our children, not it will feel like an opportunity to teach them, not failures. Number two questions. When was the last time you paused instead of reacting? And what did that moment teach you? When was the last time you paused instead of reacting? And what did that moment teach you? You know, your child has done something and you want to rush in and, start addressing what this child has done. When was the last time you paused, just held your breath, took some deep breaths, breathed in and out, to decide the best way to handle the situation rather than reacting. An example reflection is pausing helped my child take responsibility without feeling shamed. Your child has just poured water, and instead of shouting, "Why can't you hold the thing without dropping it?" you ask your child, "Why do you think this water poured?" And your child says, "Because I wasn't paying attention," or "Because I was rushing." When we have this thing where we pause, ask our children these questions, we discover that they begin to think through their actions. They begin to think through their actions. They're able to tell exactly what happened and why it happened. So the next time, if that thing wants to happen, their brain will begin to connect that when I go this way, this is what happens. And if I don't like that response, then I will not go. But when we shout down, we stop the brain from thinking. And that is why things keep repeating. The third on renew says, what small daily ritual could you reconnect with your child without adding stress? I want to hear you in the comment section. Please drop. What small daily ritual could help you reconnect with your child without adding stress? It does not have to even take 5 minutes. It can even be 1 minute hug. You decide that the moment I wake my child from sleep, I will give them a hug and pray over them. It can be that the moment my child comes back from school, I will give them a high five and ask them, "How was school today? What happened in school today?" It can be that the moment I want my child to go to bed, I will walk them to their bed, see them lie down, and then ask them, "What is your plan for tomorrow?" The question is, what small daily ritual? When we mean ritual, we mean what you will decide that every day I'm going to do this so that I can intentionally connect with my child. And this thing will not add stress to either of us. It will not add stress to me, and it will not add stress to my child. It can be that before my child goes off to school, I ask him or her for a peck, regardless of what happened while the school preparation was going on, regardless of if there was shouting or anything, because we are learning. Remember that these things now that we are saying is not the best to do and everything are already part of us. So it is going to take some time, some awareness, and some work, some systems to be able to get ourselves to the point we need to be. But the little actions that we take and the decisions we make is what is going to make that journey worth it and achievable. So it can be that I will never let my child leave without a hug or a peck before going to school. What small daily ritual could help you reconnect with your child without adding stress? An example reflection is a 10 minutes end of the day chat, just listening and sharing gratitude. A 10 minutes end of the day chat, just listening and sharing gratitude. Can you all still hear me or see me? The fourth question, can I be heard or seen? Please confirm if I can be heard or seen. What strength do you see in your child that deserves more attention than their weakness? Let us think through this next question. What strength do you see in your child that deserves more attention than their weakness? What strength do you see in your child that deserves more attention than their weakness? Sometimes we notice that some children ask a lot of questions. That is what we call curiosity. And that is how the people that created everything we see in the world, helicopters, aeroplane, telephone, Facebook, every inventor was curious. asked questions. So, what strength do you see in your child that deserves more attention than their weakness? Babatunde says hardworking, hardworking, hardworking. So many of our children work very hard. Some of them are very observant. Precious Enwezo says, I see compassion and empathy in my son, and my daughter always asks for details. I see compassion and empathy in my son, and my daughter always asks for details. Now, we build from strength to weakness, not from weakness to strength. Parenting that kills the genius is the parenting that focuses on a child's weakness. In our marriages, in our workplace, in our homes, if the people we deal with constantly talk about our weaknesses, how do we feel? We begin to think, can't they even see what I'm doing well? Upon all the efforts I put, what do you think that happens when every communication we make to our children is pointing out a weakness? So we are asking today, and I'm waiting to see in the comment section, what strength do you see in your child that deserves more attention than their weakness? An example reflection is their curiosity and creativity. Here we would encourage them to explore more. Their curiosity and their creativity. Step 3, we are now in the final step, rebuilding. Rebuilding a parent model to unlock your child's genius. Finally, it is time to take intentional action. Build a parenting model that fosters confidence, growth, and emotional safety. 1. What kind of emotional environment do you want your child to remember growing up in? What kind of emotional environment do you want your child to remember growing up in? If your child is to tell their children stories about your home, what stories would you like your children to tell? What kind of emotional environment do you want your child to remember growing up in? An example reflection is a home where they felt safe, valued, and encouraged to explore. Do you know that part of exploration is scattering things? You sometimes you say, what is my child always looking for? My child will always scatter a bag I packed looking for what I don't know. It is called exploration. A child that their brain or mind does not tell what is here, bring it down, will not be able to solve a problem. Sometimes you come, you see pieces of paper, and you see paintings and everything everywhere. When you stop your children from play is the work of a child, dear parents. Play is the work of your child. An organized home does not raise a genius. An organized home 100% does not raise a genius. There are times you will come, if you must bring out the creativity and that ability in your child, you must be able to let them express themselves. You must be able to let them explore their world. And part of exploring the world is your 2-year-old going to climb something to bring it down, because that child is trying to ask, what is there? I want to see it. Felix Enwezo says, environment of love and curiosity. Ketu Rashaji said, my child will remove anger. Precious Enwezo says, focusing on weakness is dangerous. Pillow Adventure says that is correct. What kind of emotional environment do you want to remember growing up? Number 2 says, which habit is practiced consistently? Which habits, if practiced consistently for the next 90 days, could transform your home atmosphere? Which habit, if practiced consistently for 90 days, could transform your home atmosphere? Which habit, if practiced consistently for 90 days, from now, February, March, April, every day, which habit, if practiced consistently, could transform your home atmosphere? I want to see your comments in the comment section. Which habit, if practiced consistently, could transform your home atmosphere? An example reflection is daily reflection before responding to challenges with patience and calm. Daily reflection before responding to challenges with patience and calm. Another habit can be gratitude, expressing gratitude. You decide that at the end of the day, you call your children together and you say, today, we are grateful for daddy and mommy. We are grateful for the ability to go to school. We are grateful for the ability to have food to eat. We are grateful for our friends that we played in the school with. Another example can be praying in the morning or praying in the night. Another example can be affirmations. You decide that every day I'm going to find one thing I will affirm my child on, one positive thing about my child that I will discover. It can even be in the home, a challenge in the home. Look at, observe each member of the family, observe everyone, and at the end of the day, write one good thing you observed about that person, husband, wife, children. Which habits, if practiced consistently for the next 90 days, could transform your home atmosphere? Felix Enwezo says, trying to understand my children makeup. Precious says, calmness and unconditional love. Calmness and unconditional love. Number 3 says, what does discipline look like in a home built on trust instead of fear? Number 3 says, what does discipline look like in a home built on trust instead of fear? What does discipline look like in a home built on trust instead of fear? An example reflection says, clear boundaries explained calmly with natural consequences. I've seen a lot of parents who are upset. Let me say your child does something. You say, this thing my child did now, I will give this child consequences. For this thing this child did, I will do this and do this and do this. Sir, ma, that is cruelty. Consequence can only come when there was an agreement. Discipline is not an emergency. There should be an agreement with your child. Whenever you do this, this is what would happen. Do you agree? And that child says, yes, I understand. I agree. Then when that child does that thing, you say, what did we agree that would happen every time you do this? That is discipline. Not that your child does not know what to expect. And that is where beating, yelling, destroys, because there is no predictability. And when nothing is predictable, there is no safety. I want you to carry out an exercise. Maybe tomorrow, another time. When your child is, just raise your hand and see what happens. If that child does like this, that child is growing in fear, because that child connects the raising of your hand to harm and danger, not protection. Clear boundaries, explain calmly with natural consequence. In our 90-day program, Reset, Renew, and Rebuild, we are going to walk you through everything, where you have your family values, where you have your family vision and mission. Your children know what your home is all about. You understand yourself. You understand, you've put systems and structures in place so that there can be accountability and there can be cooperative change, not the one that is enforced. Number 4 says, what support do you need as a parent to rebuild with confidence instead of guilt? What support do you need as a parent to rebuild with confidence instead of guilt? Example reflection is mentorship, tools, and a supportive community to guide intentionally. Mentorship, tools, and a supportive community to guide intentionally. Is it mentorship? Is it tools? Is it a supportive community to guide intentionally? Tell me in the comment section. What support do you need as a parent to rebuild with confidence instead of guilt? Share with me in the comment section. I would like to get your responses. What support do you need as a parent to rebuild with confidence instead of guilt? I'm waiting in the comment section. What support do you need? Is it mentorship? Is it tools? Is it a supportive community? Is it systems? Is it routines? What support do you think you need to rebuild with confidence instead of guilt? Felix Enwezo says mentorship. Pillow Adventure says a supportive community. A supportive community. Final reflection. A reset is not a failure. Pretty Pat Francis says mentorship. A reset is not a failure. It is a choice to do better today for your child's tomorrow. Your intentional reset, renewal, and rebuilding will not only shape your child's growth, it will impact generations to come. Mary Osoho says tools. The decision to get it right today is a gift that echoes through your child's lifetime. And today on this call, we are having a flash sale for our reset, renew, and rebuild. We are having a flash sale for our reset, renew, and rebuild. 15,000 naira instead of 25,000. While we are on this call, reset, renew, and rebuild is 25,000. But if you can pay 15,000 naira while we are on this call, we are dropping the link in the communities and here on YouTube. We are dropping the link in our WhatsApp communities and here on YouTube. We are dropping the link in the community and here on YouTube. 15,000 naira instead of 25,000 naira for our reset, renew, and rebuild. 3 months of transformation, 3 months of change, 3 months of becoming. And now we're going to be taking yes. Felix Enwezo says, I am interested. Yes, sir. We have dropped the link. We have dropped the link. We have dropped the link. And it is time for our questions. It's time for questions. It's time for questions. We are we are taking questions now. Drop your questions in the comment section so that we can attend to them. Drop your questions in the comment section so that we can attend to them. It's time for questions. And the flash sale is on. Drop your questions in the comment section so that we can attend to them. Yes, you can see the link. You can see the link to the flash sale. And we are waiting for any questions that you may ask about the reset and the renew program. A lot of people have reached out to me. The spaces are limited, they are getting filled up. A lot of people have reached out to me to say, how are we going to be part of this program? It is online and it is paced, it is very flexible, so that you are able to give about 10 to 15 minutes of your time in the morning and in the evening, and it is deeply transforming. Precious Enwezo asked, if your child is occasionally gloomy, refusing to interact with others, what do you do? If your child is, occasionally gloomy, refusing to interact with others, what do you do? So the first thing is to connect with that child. The first thing is to connect with that child to find out, around the time this child starts feeling like this, what happens to this child. You ask that child, because even as an adult, we are not always happy. So children also have mood swings. Children also have mood swings and difficulty managing their emotions. So you need to find out, is there a particular thing that happens around the time that this child does this? But the truth is that occasional gloominess is normal for children. It's normal. What matters is how you respond. Not trying to eliminate the mood, but providing a balanced supportive approach. So normalize the feeling. Do you understand? Let them know that it's okay to feel gloomy sometimes. Everyone has days like that. You say to them, avoid rushing them to cheer them up. You shouldn't feel this way. No. This helps them to learn that emotions are not dangerous or shameful. Now, you stay curious, not intrusive. Gently check in, without pressure. You ask them, do you want to tell me what's going on your mind? Would you, rather have some quiet time on your own? If they don't want to talk, respect that and keep the door open. Okay, I understand and appreciate that you may not want to talk now, but anytime that you want to talk, I am here. Offer connection, not solutions. you know Most times children will just want our presence, so sit nearby. You can read together, you can say, can we go for a walk, or can we do something low key? Physical closeness, if if they are comfortable with it, can be very regulating. And then keep routine steady. regular meals, regular sleep, school work, play. Let your children know what comes first, what comes next, like them, like that. And then help them to name their emotions. Do you understand? Help them to name their emotions, that today this is how I felt and this is what it is called. My yesterday was really, it seemed really low. Was this sadness, boredom, or frustration? Let them know exactly what it is that they feel. And then you now show them how to handle, low moods. You can say, let's go for a short walk, because when we go for a walk, um oxytocin is released. There's a hormone the body releases that, calms the body down whenever there is a walk. And then as a parent, you watch the patterns. If it is occasional, it is normal. But if it starts becoming constant, then you need to, check it out. Yes. Your job as the parent is not to make your child happy all the time. No, it's to make them to feel safe, having feelings, having feel safe, having those feelings, and also knowledgeable on how to navigate it. Yes. There are books on the webinar. You're going to be given a guideline. Yes. Pillow Time Adventure says, my son always lies. What should I do, please? So we need to understand that lying is actually developmentally appropriate for children at some stage. Honesty is a skill that is taught. You will learn all of that in the academy, so that you don't have unrealistic expectations of your children. That is why you have adults who lie even when there's no reason to, because they were not taught that skill of honesty. Honesty is a skill that is taught. Honesty is a skill that is taught. And until that skill is taught, you will notice that your child would struggle with telling lies. Yes, do we have another question? We can take opportunity. Precious Enwezo says, I'm trying to do my registration right away, but it is not responding. Yeah, so if you click on the seller link in the if you click on the seller link in the store, in the chat, you'll be able to do your registration. Yes. All right. So the flash sale is on. The flash sale is on, and it's your chance to be in this life transforming program. It is for 90 days. It is going to be online. Every day you get videos, and there is a workbook you're working with. If after 3 months nothing changes in you and in your home, we would be happy to do a refund. If after 3 months nothing changes in you on your home, we would gladly do a refund. We assure you that this is a step, the best step that you would be taking in this new year. Any more questions? Any more questions? Precious Enwezo, we will give you Precious Enwezo will give you um a direct um a direct bank account that you can pay to in the community. We'll give you a direct bank account that you will pay to in the community. You pay and then you send your evidence of payment. Any other person having issues with payment with the seller link? Any other person having issues with payment with the seller link? Any other person having issues with payment with the seller link? Pillow Time Adventure says, I have paid. If you're trying to make payment and you cannot make payment, you can make a transfer to these account details and then send proof of payment to this number. All right, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We will continue our conversation in the community. See you all in the community. Yes. Any more further questions? All right, to continue our conversation in the community. See you all in the community. All right, bye bye.